So we're here with NFTC's Hyman. Henry's been with us for about since the beginning of summer, on and off, and he's decided to continue with us through the cross country season in the high school, and he just had his first race of the season. So we just wanted to talk to him about that. So how do you think that race went, Henry?
I think it went pretty well. It was a hard course, but it was a lot of competition. That was good overall. So
it was a college race, right? So it was your first ever college experience. What'd you think of the mass crowds?
It was new. There's a lot of people there, but there's a high level of competition. It was good. We had to sneak in.
Yeah. So I think getting in those races is pretty important, probably, and I think more things to come from Henry. So what do you think of overall time yesterday? Tell us about your time, and tell us about, kind of bring us through the course, and tell us what you hit the miles at and how you felt at each point.
Well, we started off pretty slow. We hit a mile at 5:29, and the second mile was 5:27, and the 2 mile was in about 5:56. 10:56, my bad. So it was overall pretty good. The last mile was a little slower. It was around 5:53. It was a pretty hard course. There was a lot of big hills. It was new. I think I could have done a little bit better. There was a little bit confusion at where the course ended and where the mile markers were, but it was overall a good first race of the season.
Cool. So it looks like you guys have scheduled races for the next 4 weeks or so. What do you think about goals for each race and each week, and how do you think that'll play out?
Well, the next race I think I'm just racing the mile or the 2 mile, so hopefully shave a couple seconds off of that time and get a good work in after those races, and then we're doing pick up the pace in FSU and hopefully take off about 20 to 30 seconds for in between those, somewhere around there, and hopefully break into the 1650s by the FSU.
Cool. All right, so thanks, Henry, for joining us, and hopefully we see more to come, and looks like we'll catch up with you later in the season. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
All right, we're back for just a second. We just wanted to ask Henry a couple more questions just about last year, and kind of where he was standing as far as time and as far as ability, and what he kind of foresaw in the future, and just about what he thinks that the main differences between this year are. So go ahead, Henry, and take us back to what times you ran last year and what kind of training you were doing.
Well, last year the training wasn't as good. We were taking off, when I was running for the school, we were taking off a lot of times before the meet and not getting enough training in, and I did about a minute PR from my first race this year from my best race last year. So it's pretty good overall. I broke my 2 mile PR too in this last race I did by about 7 seconds. The training alone has been very consistent, which I think has been a thing that's helped the most, and it's been a little more organized and has been on a better schedule and on a progression kind of training, and I think that's helped a lot, and just been training with a lot of high caliber guys that have been really pushing me, so I think that's also been contributing to my good races.
So actual specific time-wise, what were you running last year, and what was the time this race?
Well, last year I think I ran about either an 18:08 or an 18:20. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember. But this year I just that was my PR last year, and I just PR'd this year with a 17:20 on a probably one of the hardest courses I've ever been on. There were some pretty steep hills on there. Just the first race, I made a lot of mistakes, just not racing smart as I could have. But that's what the first race of the season is, just getting reacquainted with racing and stuff. And I think I'll shave like another 20 seconds just by being smarter in the next race.
And as far as goals for that by the end of the season, do you have a time goal?
By the end of the season, I would like to be probably 1640s, 1630s, I would say.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, we just wanted to get some numbers on you and kind of see what you're thinking, and hopefully interview you by the end of the season and see where you're at. So thanks again, and this is the real goodbye this time, so we'll see you later, Henry.